called him the chosen one. He carried the weight of every expectation on his shoulders. But he never broke. We were all witnesses. Every rival was defeated. Every idol was destroyed. He took the crown and kept it. Behold the greatness. He is the forever king.
When it comes to LeBron James the past decade, this guy's one lone goal, one lone purpose is convincing everyone he's the greatest player in NBA history. As of course, post-2016, what was the iconic line LeBron dropped? "I'm chasing the ghost that played in Chicago." Back in 2016, LeBron James, catching Jordan MVPs, titles, just overall accolades, wasn't outrageous. But LeBron post-2016 till now, in terms of accolades accomplishments, has fallen woefully short. As of course in that time period, only one championship come in the bubble, 0 MVPs, he's gone 5-10 in finals games, 0 all-defensive teams, missed the playoffs twice, was swept twice, and has had 3 first-round exits.
You've got to do better.
LeBron's post-2016 career has been pretty rocky. In terms of catching Jordan, the gap hasn't really closed. So with that being clear and obvious right there, if you're in LeBron's camp, you're in clutch sports, how do you catch Jordan without really catching Jordan? It's pretty simple. Own the NBA media and pump out propaganda 24/7, 365.
He carried the weight of every expectation on his shoulders. But he never broke.
You sure about that?
If you followed LeBron's career, even the past decade, this guy's broken numerous times and quit more times than that. But looking back at his early days, the forgotten days, look at 2010 versus Boston. This series right here is the definition of breaking and folding. As looking at games 4 through 6, and being up 2-1 in the series. 21 points per game, 6.3 turnovers, 34% shooting, and 15% from 3. And LeBron's plus minus was a negative 12.3. LeBron right there versus Boston 3 straight games folded like few players ever could. But here's where it gets worse. LeBron didn't just play bad, quit. After that, he jumped ship and he left his kingdom. And where did he go? Down to South Beach with 2 other quote-unquote kings and top 15 players.
We broke LeBron.
In game 5.
So get your ass out of here with that, all right? You understand how you got to Cleveland, how you got to Miami, Bill? You remember
That's
that?
true. You broke them in
Okay,
2010.
so remember that, all right?
The Boston Celtics with the huge upset. They advance to the conference finals.
Now, LeBron breaking in 2010, that was the appetizer. The main course was 2011. As looking at that final series, not just the big-time favorite, but he had 2 fellow All-Stars. Someone like Dirk at the edge of his prime. Jason Kidd past his prime, and Jason Terry, a decent player. But LeBron this series was outplayed by nearly all of them. As look at this series averages, Dwayne Wade, 26.5 points per game. Dirk, 26.0, Chris Bosh, 18.5, then Jason Terry, 18. LeBron James, the self-proclaimed GOAT king, who's never broken, was outscored by all those guys in one singular series. And again, it gets worse. As LeBron in Game 4 in Dallas, put up a measly 8 points and 0 in the 4th quarter.
Is this your game?
But the fact that he was the best player and everybody was depending on him to show up and do what he does, and he was MIA.
He had a bad game.
No, he had a bad series.
LeBron James in 2010 and 2011, he wasn't a king, a queen, a knight, even a prince. LeBron that series was a glorified jester. My biggest problem with the LeBron James ad isn't even calling him a king. My biggest problem is that ad blatantly lying and revising history that we all witnessed.
We were all witnesses. Every rival was defeated. Every idol was destroyed.
You sit on a throne of lies.
So once again, stopping this Nike ad is just sheer propaganda revisionist history to boost LeBron James, his ego, and his legacy. As saying LeBron James defeated every rival, destroyed every idol, is simply not true. And look at LeBron's so-called biggest rivals, his best opponents. Versus Steph Curry, he's 2-3. Versus Durant, he's 1-2. Kawhi, 1-1. Tim Duncan, 1-2. And versus Kobe, 0-0. The idea LeBron James somehow conquered every rival, just dominated these guys, is simply not true. And a short ad isn't a nice tagline? I guess it is. But if you want to talk reality, not fantasy land, LeBron vs. Rivals was defeated more times than not. And to play devil's advocate very quickly, yes, LeBron James technically has beaten almost all of his rivals, as of course versus Curry, Durant, Kawhi, and Tim Duncan has beat them at least once. But here's the thing, if I beat you once, and you beat me twice, 3 times, I'm not going to puff my chest out say, I dominated you, I owned you, I was superior. Because of course, I lost to you more times than you lost to me. Now, speaking of losing, LeBron in his career has done his fair share of losing and choking. And looking at great NBA players, Hall of Fame players, on LeBron's watch, almost everyone has won championships. I mean, look at this list. Guys like Chauncey Billups, Ben Wallace, Shaq, up to the entire Spurs crew, the Celtics, Kobe, Dirk, KD, Curry, Giannis, Jokic, now SGA, have all won when LeBron James has been playing. The idea LeBron James somehow is stopping guys from winning rings simply is not true. In the vast majority of cases, when guys beat LeBron James, their legacy is enhanced and boosted up.
James brings it up the floor, gets away, sets, nice fake, gets a good open look, and misses the 3. Rebounding Iguodala, foul from behind with 10.6 remaining, and that will do it. Curry, 3, bang!
Giving them an extra possession. Curry way outside. Steph Curry from downtown.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
If you want to talk rivals LeBron has dominated, it's guys like Derrick Rose, his Bulls, Paul George and his Pacers, and DeMar DeRozan and his Raptors. And look at those guys right there, very good players, even at some points, great players. But Derrick Rose post-injury, Paul George and DeRozan aren't all-timers, the cream of the crop in any era, and especially in LeBron's era. And here's one thing I do want to point out. When it comes to LeBron James fans, LeBron himself, when LeBron wins, it's all about LeBron James. He owns the Pacers, the Bulls, it's LeBronto. LeBron's king, he owns everyone. That's LeBron James when he's winning. When this guy loses, it's never his fault, it's a team game. It's not a LeBron James. That right there is a major contradiction you simply cannot overlook. And for this Nike ad, they play into it yet again.
Why is ring culture so much more prevalent in the NBA than in other sports?
It's funny, I don't know. I don't know why it's discussed so much in our sport and why it's the A-all, B-all of everything.
Several months later.
Behold the greatness. He is the forever king.
One thing for LeBron James is very clear. This guy, despite being a great player, is insecure about his legacy and his place in NBA history. As pumping out ads like this, it's almost campaigning and pleading, I am the greatest, believe me, I am the GOAT. For a lot of fans, they simply don't believe that. But LeBron James over and over again keeps on pushing. For someone like Jordan with the GOAT and King title, he always ran from it. LeBron James is desperately chasing it. That's a big time difference.
I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games.
He carried the weight of every expectation on his shoulders. But he never broke.
26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed.
Every rival was defeated. Every idol was destroyed. He took the crown and kept it.
I've failed over and over and over again in my life. And that is why I succeed.
Behold the greatness. He is the forever king.
Move this man!
So, stopping that right there very quickly, do you see the difference in mentality, presentation, and overall mindset? In Michael Jordan's ad, his failures are brought to the forefront. His failures are what made him great. Missing 9,000 shots, he mentions it. Losing 300 games, he brings it up. 26 missed game winners, Jordan owns it. Why does he own it? Because Michael Jordan, for his legacy, he's secure in his failures and his accomplishments. LeBron James isn't secure in either. As again, looking at his Nike ad, it's revisionist history, lies, and downright propaganda. For the entire Clutch Sports crew on this Michael Jordan crusade, They push people so far so often, people are tired of it. This LeBron James ad was totally tone deaf, not what fans want to see, and the antithesis of what Michael Jordan was and still is. At the end of the day, it's quite simple. If you're the GOAT, the best player of all time, the #1 guy ever, the fans will crown you. You can't crown yourself. For LeBron James, he simply doesn't get that. As always, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time.